Foggy versus Lucifer starts this clan war, Night Elves versus Undead. And on paper, Foggy should win this. He beat Happy quite a bit recently. And so the odds are stacked against Lucifer, who did not play his best Warcraft by far in recent days. And against Night Elf, he is quite bad, as you can see. Only 49%, below 50% is always weak. Foggy, 62%, one of the best Night Elf versus Undead players in the world. But of course, ping is an issue. We'll see how the game unfolds. We start into map number 1. This is Ancient Isles. And yeah. So far, normal creep route by Foggy. With the first clause of attack. Lucifer got a bit of experience here, but not too much. Oop, Death Knight got it. Oh, Foggy is level 2 already, so he definitely stole something. That's why he stole the big one, right? He stole the Magi. Otherwise, the DK would be like here, and only 1 kill away from level 2. So hopefully I can get rid of this bug. Doesn't look like it. So sorry about that. I hope in the next game we won't see this. Blizzard, fix please. We see Foggy with eyes everywhere. Wisp here, Demon Hunter here, archers here, and wisps everywhere. So he knows exactly what's going on the map. He's teching 2 tier 2. Lucifer the same, but a lot later. But it pulls a lot of ghouls already and moves out. With the DK still being level 1. Demon Hunter stealing more creeps for level 2.3. Can he get a last hit? No, he can't. DK still without an aura. And he likes to creep this one here with ghouls and the skull. But doesn't seem to be the case in this game. Didn't lose a lot of ghouls early on. Foggy playing a lot more aggressive than we used to see from him. Of course, the danger is it is always... I'm sliding into German here. The danger is always to get surrounded. And as I call it, there it is. TP immediately. Wasn't in range of the shop, otherwise the staff might have been enough. But Lucifer has enough time now for the Berserkers. That is his level 2. And after the big steal on the Ogre Magi, which most likely happened through a mana burn, he finally caught up. Demon Hunter coming back. I'm really... Oh, nice. Around again. Lucifer with good micro so far. Tier 2 is almost done. We see a Huntress Hall in time. So this lines up. I wonder if it's Naga or Panda. Usually it's always a Panda. This is best of 1, by the way. So the winner stays alive. The loser drops out. And can he play Java Cup then? I don't know. A second surround would be horrendous. As there is no staff, there is no TP. Foggy has to play way more careful now. And very unusual for him that he goes into the Naga second. Usually he always plays Panda. But at GCS, we told him, like, you need to apply pressure, you need to get rid of some ghouls, then you have chances, even against 1-0 and Happy. And maybe he listened, or just Moon showed it to him, I don't know. Inventory for the DK, ooh, that was really close. Looks quite bad, only the ring here. So now it's time to kill ghouls. First one 50% down, but the coil is there. No mana burns at the moment, but that was the final coil. He's losing some HP. And second Naga here, getting 1 kill, but this around, there's no staff yet. Foggy has to play this very, very careful, especially against the Frost Armor. Now, as the Naga is slowed down, and the Unholy Aura, of course, speed advantage. Can't really grip, but there it is! Naga dies on the other side as well, so this might turn into a double kill experience for the Naga of Foggy's side, but yeah, no saving her there. And both Nagas die, so we're in for an action-packed early game, or early mid-game. Nagas coming back, tier 3 tech started by Lucifer Slaughterhouse, not rushed. On the other side we see the first Dryads coming soon, and Tree of Eternity. For bears, obviously, but we do not see Dryads yet. So I'm wondering, is he skipping them? No, yeah, here they come. Can't really skip them as they provide Dispel and slow and damage over time, so they really, really help a lot. Level 3 Demon Hunter is what you want. Lucifer continuing to creeping shop here, replenishment potion Of course, always nice, especially if there's a Demon Hunter involved who constantly burns you. And level 3 for him as well. Both players can be satisfied with this, I guess. Ooh, the Naga though. Doesn't have a staff still. Don't even know if Foggy has a shop, to be honest. He's rushing tier 3 like crazy. But boots are very helpful. Only one item away from the trifecta. Just the circlet. He can't buy it, but no. Now with the Dryad, he has a little bit more map control. Mana burn against the coil. Mana burn a little too late. And Naga is back. Still without a staff. So very risky play by the Ukrainian. Who got the only win against Team Human in the match against Romantic, where he defended 2 tower rushes. But he didn't kill too many ghouls. I think it was just 1. Lich is not there yet, so the Undead army is not really scary at this point. Shop is coming up only now. Tier 3 is done. Bears are coming. So it's only 2 Dryads for a little bit of control. And that's about it, which I like. Demon Hunter gets the kill, gets the circlet, trifecta online. Of course, no third hero for him. A little bit unnecessary to run into this creep spot, but... oh no. Well done by Foggy, taking care of the skeletons first. And then getting the creeps to have level 2 on the Naga. But... at this point, with tier 3, Naga not that efficient anymore. Usually very strong in the early stages of tier 2, because of her right clicks, because of slow and the control. Double slow, of course, if you play her as a Nightelf. But then, later on, once level 2 and 3 come in, Panda is better on paper. Claws plus 9. Oh, this Demon Hunter is so sweet. And Naga would be a little better if there would be Fiends, because Forked Lightning is better against Fiends than Breath of Fire is, as it's more single target damage, but only applies to 3 targets instead of, like, I don't know, 7, 8. But there are no Fiends. Lucifer is playing this entirely without piercing damage currently. Which, there is the first one, I see. Where's Master Training? Is it done already? Oh boy, that's fast. That's really fast. Naga Dryads and Archers creep this one. If this is a Vamp Aura or Boots of Kel'Thuzad, he will be very happy. Sobi Mask. Decent for the Naga. And again, Foggy playing this Demon Hunter a little bit late Master-esque. Splitting it from the Naga. Let her level alone, but there's not too much to gain here. We have heal wards, which is always decent. Orb on the ledge. No, not in range of Nova. Oh boy, this is so risky. He doesn't have a staff. That could have been the win for Lucifer right there. If he gets this run and kills the Demon Hunter. Expansion is coming on 50 food. I think he can afford it. That is a big power spike now for Lucifer in general. Damage intensifies with Fiends and soon to be Destroyers. Ancient Isles can be played as a worm map. Sacrificial Pit in front. This will be most likely, this will be the place for the Boneyard, as there are many trees where you can save your worms on. Second Dread spot for Foggy, level 3 Naga, and Book of the Dead. There's gonna be at least one Destroyer, but if you can get rid of it before using this Book of the Dead, then bye ghouls. If not, the Destroyer will get a lot of mana. And that equals to damage, of course. Expansion has been scouted, but it's finished yet, and Lucifer is way too far away to do anything against that at the moment. So he will be mining at least some gold before the big push comes. There's only 2 Fiends, he does have Web now. Ooh, Coil Nova, Foggy man. That was a huge mistake. And that buys Lucifer so much time. Oh, chat is saying he is supply stuck, so no Destroyer for him currently. That is true. Don't even know if he has the upgrade. But Foggy seems to be okay with this. I mean, he was basically begging for it since the early TP in the game. Still playing so greedy, no staff, no staffs at all, not even a preservation one. And with bad ping or spikes, this can happen. And you have to play less greedy. I think it's already okay if Foggy gets one win. And Lucifer is by far the weakest link in the Undead team if they can follow it up with 1-2-0. Oh boy! The Zeppelin gets caught. It's not Dizzy though. They're not Dizzy, but the Naga will fall as well. No, second Zeppelin. Well done, but can the Fiends reach? He's not trying to go for it. Book of the Dead being summoned, but right in front of the Destroyer. I don't know why he did that. Like, there was no reason to. Trying to get the Lich. The Demon Hunter dies for the second time, and Lucifer wins his first match in Race War 2017. Foggy is trying his best, but if you have a plus, what was it, 19 Demon Hunter, his army vaporized. Zeppelin gone, Naga will fall, there's no escape. Cutting too much on items throughout the entire game. No invul, no staff, no TP, no heal potion, nothing. And he can't get the Naga back. Demon Hunter, yeah, this takes forever. GG! Foggy with a very disappointing performance here in game 1 of Race War. Totally expected more. But maybe he can play Jera Cup now and is happy about that, I don't know. But after day 1, we were praising Foggy for his win over Romantic. Not today. Not at all. Game sound a bit louder? Alright. Boosted. So, Lucifer stays alive, despite not the very best super early game, when his Magi got stolen. But Foggy had no chance to expand that advantage, as he lost the Demon Hunter quite early on. And if you do that and don't kill ghouls in return, there's like 6 to 7 ghouls, and have fun with that. 750 viewers already on this early afternoon. Thank you very much. So, we're down to Lolite and Life versus 1-0 WFZ and of course the Lucifer. Didn't Lucifer win versus Focus? That was WFZ. Did I say easy win for Foggy? Easy win for Lucifer, of course. And the second game is up. Oh, damn. I put in the wrong password. I think it's WFZ's time now. Yeah, I'm not too sure, to be honest. I mean, it's, of course, Lucifer's time. But this should be live, if I'm not mistaken. I will ask. Live playing? I think it's live. Okay. Lolite, the hero of yesterday, still on the bench. But now it's time for the 20-year-old Nightelf. To get a point for the Nightelf, the last refuge is the map. Pretty good. Easy to expand. Or rather easy to expand. As against Undead, it's never easy to expand. Oh, got a hiccup. Sorry about that. But for Lucifer, there's a lot of good worm positions. Lack in Foggy's brain, okay. So it was a rather quick game as well. We didn't even see worms. Only one destroyer, but that was enough. And Foggy was really... I think Foggy was the strongest against Undead with this matchup. So it's getting really hard for the Nightelfs here. I think it's already a success for them to not end up 4th, thanks to Lolite's performance yesterday against the Orcs. So it wouldn't be a big shame for them to drop against one of the favorites here. Lucifer, of course, on paper, not along with, well, not at the same level as 1-0 or WFZ, but against Human, he does have his strength, and if he's not playing against 1-0, against TH, then he should be fine in this matchup that might be coming up. There it is! Life versus Lucifer, 1-0 for the Undead. I wonder if this is gonna be a clean 3-0. But Lucifer usually not that good, as he lost to Remind as well in NSL, quite dominantly, or quite, yeah, he was chanceless, to be honest. Life is okay versus Undead. 67% against Lucifer. Seems like every pro player has a positive statistic against Lucifer, at least the Nightelfs do. And so, great start for the Scourge. Sentinel has to come back somehow. And I hope the in-game sounds are alright now. The HP bar bug is gone. And we have to thank our first sub of the day, which is Rambo Mart. Thank you very much. Of course, subscriptions still 50% off. And still you get the replay packs. So in case you don't know, great time to sub now. Life is capable of beating any UD except 1-0. Well, that goes for a lot of Nightelfs, I think, nowadays. But we'll see. DK, Ghoul build order, nothing out of the ordinary. I think this matchup is almost as set in stone as is Orc versus Nightelf. There's almost no deviation, sometimes just in worm timings, or if you play worms on a certain map or not. Nightelfs, though, some still try to play Mass Dryads, which I think is not up to date anymore, this build. It just doesn't cut it. You need the damage, or more anti-air damage, and Dryads are too squishy. But I like how Lucifer was focusing more on statues and few ghouls than on Fiends, because there were only 2 Dryads, so without them, Fiends are still good against bears, but no. Destroyers, way more important if your opponent goes more bears. So creeping starts on both sides, of course. Life a little faster with the first circlet, starting in the upper right here. No Warden or no Keeper of the Grove. We've seen some shenanigans, but of course, if you want to win, this is what you have to go for. On pro level, of course. Gloves of Haste for DK. No tech yet. Double Ziggurat and more ghouls. He does have the lumber now, just waiting for the gold. Not selling his town portal. It's 1, 2, 3 archers with sentry wards here, so also a good pair of eyes for Life with a few more wisps.
Our players' forces are under attack.
There's attack already, quite a bit faster than his opponents. And Lucifer running towards the expansion here. I don't know if that was the smartest choice. The good micro sends the school away before he dies, but the second one, I don't know. 3 archers is good damage, and 3 ghouls already hurt. But it's important to keep them alive as they heal up on Blight quite fast. Oh, score is wrong, I'm sorry. Of course, Lucifer won that. Fixed, thank you for the heads up. And yeah, not a single ghoul died, but he didn't accomplish anything as well. Boots of Speed again. Seems to be a go-to item for Demon Hunters now again, after a long period of skipping them. But of course, if you're playing against 6 to 7 ghouls in the early mid-game, then running away from them seems to be a good option. So Boots always nice. You steal it. That would be close to level 2. No coil, because he went for aura first, and with that, no range, but easy surround. Super easy surround. Can he fight out though? There's still 4 archers doing the damage. He keeps it closed for now. Creeps are helping a little bit, and this is a town portal. With killing... What? Lol. Okay, I was just about to say he's not killing that ghoul, but he does. So that's level 2. And again, Lucifer getting that important surround. Replenishment potion helps now, of course, to save a bit of moon juice here and there. Again, no Huntress Hall. That is late. Nightelf's really learned. Just took them a year, but alright. Or even more than a year, I think. I like how aggressive Life plays this. Again. There was a coil coming, but no. Panda second this time. And on a big map like Last Refuge, or... The map is actually not that big, but it's a lot of creep spots and a lot of experience to be gained here. That makes sense to me. On AI, wasn't really the case. DK loses a bit too much HP, I think. And he has to be passive. Ooh. For the remainder of the mid game, but he pulls a Naga with this. Interesting choice, to say the least. I don't think he's in a position to be aggressive now. DK low, ghouls low. And then going for a Naga. There's no TP anymore though. But there's boots. He's losing way too many ghouls. Way too many ghouls, and might even lose the DK here. Oh my god, this game's so close here. All heroes low except the Panda, who does not have a Breath of Fire anymore. But this early mid game went surprisingly well for Life. Oh, he's blocking himself now. Lucifer 28 supply only though. He got rid of a lot of ghouls. And got rid of a lot of HP, so... Life played this way better, and now it's time for him to creep. Close to level 2 already, close to level 3 as well. In the main base, we see the tier 3 tech going for the dual dryads. That Foggy played as well. And then rushing bears, most likely. And I like how Life picks a good... What the hell? This is a double kill. Boots too strong. Okay, TP is there, so not a double kill. The sheep again wants to cuddle. But what the hell, man? Gets the Naga back. He kind of has to get the Naga back to not lose the town portal or the demon hunter, the DK. One more swipe. 5 freaking HP. He's coming closer. Doesn't want a town portal. Is there a shop close by? Can he enter? Nope. Lets the DK die. Calls for the GG. Well played by Life. And this is how Lucifer's games against Nightelfs normally look like. 8-minute defeat. That was poor. And that fight in the middle at the tavern against a Panda though. Like, usually if you have a Naga and you face a Panda, that fight is yours. But not today. Not for Lucifer. So, Foggy, quite disappointing. Now Lucifer, quite disappointing. Ah, he wasn't vision. Okay, the ward scouted it, but still. Why is he creeping there then? Like, both of his heroes were so low. No ghouls anymore, like, except 2 or 3. Basically, the game was over there already. If you lose 5 ghouls in the middle. Doesn't work. It's like watching me play. Almost 1,000 ghouls. 1,000 ghouls. 1,000 viewers. And I'm not really awake yet. Ugri is watching. Hello to China. I hope you enjoyed League of Legends. Yeah, Lucifer really has to work on his matchup versus Nightelf. I mean, he taught Remind how to play against it. But he's like really bad against it. It's funny because it's usually one of Undead's most strongest matchups. Some find it imbalanced and Nightelfs can't really do anything to it. But I think Nightelfs figure out that aggression is the key. And now the real clan war begins, I want to say. Foggy, of course, doesn't have the same conditions as everybody else. Lucifer is the sacrificial lamb for Team Undead. But here comes WFZ and 120, and they are way above Lucifer in this. Waiting for the game. It's not up yet. Maybe they are rock, paper, scissoring who has to play this now. Life was quite good, I guess. Also in the past, against Undead, seems to be a matchup where he's really, really comfortable in. Despite the rest of the World Elite. But he has to take out at least one of those two Undeads. I think Lollite can't go for an all kill again. He was so strong yesterday, but that was versus Orc. I don't know. Like somebody has subscribed. Thank you very much. 10 minutes ago already. Enjoy your subscription and thank you very much for the support. And yours is there again to start the Chechi troll. Like the Chechi, what's it called? Pastorinos. In the end, it's just a question who will lose against Infi and TH. I doubt it. WFZ throughout this entire tournament has played way out of his usual normal league. Seems to be on fire. Seems to be very, very motivated to defend the honor of the Scourge here. And in that shape that he currently has, he definitely has a chance. Definitely has a chance. And if Lucifer doesn't face TH, but Infi or Romantic, then it's a better position for Team Undead as well. That's Lucifer bashing on a supreme level. Maybe you should decrease it. He is just not good against Nightelf. He is really good against Undead, and he's really good in Mirror. But I have no idea why he's that bad against Nightelf. Like, he's always the opposite of the rest of the scene. He's good against Human when everybody is suffering against Human. He was good against Orc before everybody was good against Orc. He's just kind of a matchup hipster, I think. So, WFZ is still benched, and that means we get 120. Life versus 120, man. The two youngsters of the scene, the two youngest players in the World Elite. They will battle it out on Amazonia. Yours is heavily favoring the humans. Are you up for a bet? Because I think that Team Undead is gonna win this race war. So, Mr. Förster. Want to go for it or what? Ease? €5 easy win? Okay, we'll see about that. You want to give me odds, or are you just, are you a chicken? Hello, Ursa. So, 1-0 versus Life is our next match. And it's starting in a bit. I mean, as yesterday, there are many streamers. They all want their slot. NetEase is so easy for casters. You can just, well, you can check who's in the game and just follow it as long as you have the password. I'm adjusting my limit. Yeah, the $5 bet is really quite casual back to Warcraft, so let's stick with this. I won $10 yesterday from Corrupt. No, 2 days ago when it was Undead versus Orc. Of course, it was a 2-0. Corrupt knows nothing. So maybe that race war is really good for me. We'll see about that. Yesterday I casted in German with Massimo, and that took way longer than I expected it. I heard there's gonna be a Poker Clash in Q1 of 2018. Any news? I heard that the winner of last time doesn't want to play Poker Clashes anymore. But I'm up for it. I'm up for it. I think Yoss just wants to sit on his throne, get a massage from a hooker, and doesn't want to play Poker Clashes anymore, but maybe he's up for it, so we'll see about that. Here we go! Tail of the tape is wrong, because I didn't adjust it. Jesus, I need to step my game up here. It is, of course, not Lucifer, it's 1-0, and yeah. The one is 20-year-old, the other is 21-year-old, and that game that we play is 15 years old, so... one of them wasn't even in school when this game was released. And they are very, very successful. But if you take a look at the percentages of 1-0 against this, 80% versus Nightelf, 83% versus Life. Who can stop this boy in Undead versus Nightelf? Moon did in ASL, but apart from that, it seems to be almost impossible. Series is tied at 1-1. Of course, who's gonna get, or who eliminates the entire team first wins and goes on to the lower bracket, to the grand final against Team Human, who won against Undead yesterday already. But it was a 2-1, so it was close. But we'll stick with Nightelf versus Undead 4. And there we go. Life in blue, 1-0 in pink. And he does not go for anything else but a Demon Hunter. I think Turbozau has stats on whose player going for what hero first. And for Life, it must be like 97% Demon Hunter or something. It's almost always the case that if a new Nightelf player breaks the ceiling into the pro scene, they are oftentimes only playing Demon Hunter. Just like War Chief in 2014-ish. Yeah, 14 I think. And Colorful, and a few others. The only exception is, of course, Loliot. Life not denying anything. DK and Ghouls on the other side, but it's a different tier of Undead. It's the strongest player in the world, it's the world champion. And he knows just how to do in this matchup. But Life finding a good spot here, getting rid of a lot of HP on 1-0's side. It's down to 50% already. Only got a cloak. both have a cloak actually, so maybe they can meet in the shadows. And kiss a little without anyone noticing. Tier 2 tech. 4120. Level 2 for the Demon Hunter who's teching as well. Is it Life's day to save Night Elves today? After a very disappointing performance against Human. Yesterday he didn't play. It was just... Or did he? No, I think it was live. It was Foggy starting, right? Or didn't Foggy play yesterday? I forgot. Too many games. No, I think they wanted to save Foggy, so Live played the first game and lost.
A player's forces are under attack.
And again, Nightelf playing this aggressive, delaying level 3 for quite a bit. But of course, if you have the level advantage, you can go for it, trying to surround. But with 3 archers there, don't really want it. On Blight, of course, you take that chance every time. No graveyard yet. The pro Undeads in this matchup, they go for only very, very few fiends these days. Just enough to kill the Dryads, or to have something against the Dryads, a little bit of additional damage. But apart from that, they maintain the Ghoul Gang. Getting some reinforcements, some apprentices. Just to be a meat shield. Lucifer played a lot of Naga second. I doubt we'll see that here. Should be Lich second, I think. Hunter's Hall is up. Ultra Vision coming. Lucifer, 1-0 still struggling with his levels, so only level 1.4. And this Lightning Shield hurts. Ay, ay, ay. Very interesting that he goes to this spot before creeping his laboratory himself. So the Rogue's still up. Still no coil.
A player's forces are under attack.
There we go. Finally. And at the moment, no chance. Well, not a real chance to surround this Demon Hunter to get rid of the TP. Now he has boots, makes it even harder. Since there's coil now, going for mana burn. Panda got his first creep spot uncontested, so this game is going way better for Life than I thought it would be. It is a Naga second. Quite a surprise. Maybe he feels forced thanks to a strong Demon Hunter. Drunken Haze, lots of missed chances in this, and the DK is super duper low. But so is the Demon Hunter. Can he get the kill? There's a town portal. Nope. Boots save his ass there. Remo would be proud. Can he turn around for a Breath of Fire? He can in a bit. Or detonate before the kill, so... No experience on that Naga. Not a single unit lost for Life. And as always, Lore's tier 3. On the other side. Slaughterhouse. Very early Sacrificial Pit. I mean, this map is very small, so his Shade will easily get vision of the Undead. And he's preparing for worms. It's Amazonia. Is a good worm map as well. After this, we're down with TM, TR, EI, and TS. TS, of course, the Nightelf map, as always.
A player's forces are under attack.
I don't know if there... I mean, there are 2 vetoes on each side. One veto on each side. So TS could be out, TR could be out. Panda finds level 3 quite quickly. Again a claw. The rest of the army is coming. Should he take this fight? There's not too many hurt units. Maybe he just wants to keep the DK low, but forces a town portal here. Man, Life! You're impressing quite a bit here today. Engine of Wonders, late staff. despite the constant
A player's
danger of
forces
being
are under
surrounded. And this is level 3 for the panda. Just more water. Also level 3 on the decay. Plus fork lightning. But let's share the map. White equally double level 3. Oh, actually not double level 3. But he will have that in a second. With the Murlocs, maybe. It's quite obvious. No, skips them. Of course, at one point, life has to go for an expansion. And then it's the task of 120 to kill it. Ooh, nice. Save those 2 apprentices for level 3, so he lines up perfectly at level 3. Just overshooting by 11, which is not even a single creep. On the opposite side, it's no level 3, but here we go. Coil level 2, Nova's there, and the Orb of Corruption, plus Ghoul Frenzy, and soon to be Destroyers. He's going for an early Boneyard as well, so 1 destroyer for the spell, 1 destroyer for the spell. Call Nova before the burn, I like that. Nice block with the statue. Oh, that's so much damage. He has a TP, has an invul, uses the invul first, wants to stay in this fight. But the panda is not even close, so that was a good engage, or good defense by 120 here. And here's the expansion. 4 Master Bears. Oh no, he has Master Bears. Okay, so that seems to be the timing. Whenever Master is finished, try to expand. Got the big Wind of Mana stealing, or big Wind of Mana stealing. I think he sold it. On the other side, big invul, which is always nice to have. So first worm is coming. I don't think he plays it WFZ style with like 3 frost worms, which is too much for my taste.
A player's forces are under attack.
So it pushes inbound. Realizes it's just an illusion. A Vamp Aura would be the dream. But there's a lot of good stuff here. Flute of Accuracy, meh, that's not one of them. Flute would be great here. But at the moment they just want their levels on 2nd and 3rd heroes. But of Giant Strength, meh, also not a game deciding item. Most likely flipped at the shop. But with his normal damage of 3 bears, he can go for the rat spot. And 120 can do the same with the Orb of Corruption, so they play it a bit like AI, where it's a lot of creeping. But this all buys time for life. His Expo is up, his Expo is running. Ancient Django of Endurance, nice. Movement speed, always appreciated, especially with bears. And especially against an Unholy Aura. Is the in-game sound loud enough now, by the way? TP out. Whoa, Warsong Battle Drums. Both with good items here. And of course, if you have a worm, the Warsong Battle Drums is the best thing that can happen to you. Plus 10 damage. Okay, thanks guys for the feedback. As I can hear it myself, but it's not the same level as you hear it on the stream. So, I always need this feedback. Four and 3. Close to 4-4. But 120 is getting ready for this push. He has a heal scroll, no TP, double heal scroll even. And this one invul. But I love how he scouts with the illusions the entire time. On AZ, there's a lot of consumables. Like these illusions. Sentry wards, so most of the time you do have good vision. Shouldn't lose a hero. This worm is in the middle of everything, so he tanks a lot of damage. Wow, goes down to 50%. Card has to be used. DK is super low as well. Has to use a heal scroll. And the both most important units of the Undead are super low. Worm falls. DK out of the fight. Life is playing this phenomenally well. Slow from the Dryads. Damage from the Demon Hunter and Panda. He will lose 2 Fiends if he's lucky. Yes, there it is. And no mana on the Undead items, heroes. That could be a major, major upset here. Think of the tail of the tape. 83% win rate. And the Lich with the orb just barely gets away. But the DK on the other side is forced into an invul. But what can he do with his ridiculous 37 supply remaining? And Life overtowering him here. Demon Hunter though. Invul Potion gets the Naga. Life is playing this way better than expected. And eliminates 1-2-0 from this. Nightelf match points. Ay, 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 ay. That was not the 1-2-0 that we all expected. To get an all kill here. No, no. Yesterday, Loliot with a clean sheet. Is it Life's day today? Or the former best Undead in the world, the former best Undead versus Nightelf player, WFZ. He played a good tournament, as I mentioned. He defeated Focus, which was a surprise. He won over Romantic, so WFZ is 4-1 in Race War. And really well played by Life. Constant aggression, constant vision. And he just knew what to do. Yeah. And that's why these clan wars are so awesome. I mean, we had it in Nostalgia Battlefield again. You always have, especially if it's best of one, you always have a few upsets here and there. Ooh, the Undeads maybe shedding a tear after this. On paper, they were the big, big, big favorites going into this clan war. 90% of the votes went towards Undead at readmore.de. We do have another sub here. Thank you, XSwap, for 8 months already. Hey yo, Neo. Hey yo, XSwap. Thanks for the support. And thank you, Ina, for the host for 50 viewers, man. Much appreciated. I hope you had fun streaming early today. So is this the last Undead match that we get? The good thing is, it doesn't matter which race goes into the finals. It's gonna be a very cool matchup. Either human Night Elf or human Undead. Both a pleasure to watch. Is Life a new player? He emerged in like the midst of 2016, where he went into the final of MoCup and Robam tournament, where he lost to TH twice, but since then, he's part of the pro scene, and yeah, 20 years old, very, very young, very, very talented though. So yeah, Life is quite new compared to the Checks, Moons, and Reminds of this team. Hey Neo, where will the replay packs be accessible? You get it into your Twitch inbox. So you get like messages and a link to a Dropbox file. So check your Twitch inboxes if you're a subscriber. You should have a few messages from us. Thank you, Reckless1305. 9 months of subscription. It's a baby, bro. It's a baby. And yeah, subs coming in. The sub train is on track, and so are the Night Elves. So, game is up. Wrong password. Ah, okay. I think the password spread a bit, so everybody knows. Isn't life also Nightelf Hope? That is colorful. Now they leave the room. Don't know why. Got a lot of viewers nowadays. Good work, Neo. That's amazing to see. Yeah, I agree. Constantly over 1,000, and it's just like, it feels like nobody is leaving the stream, so it just goes uphill the longer we stream, which is, of course, a praise to me. Yes, I can speak German, but this is an English stream, as it always is. Except if Todd is casting, then sometimes we do German streams, but very, very, very rarely. I feel like I'm buying German beer today. Any recommendations? Jefer. Jefer is very good. Or Ratsherrn. Ratsherrn is very good as well. Yeah, it's quite cool, right? To see 20-year-olds and 21-year-olds playing Warcraft that good. The fuck? There's no slots for players in this room. So they hosted something wrong twice. I will just wait for TD and then follow him. So many beer choices, that's true. That is true. So there is a bit of money on the line for this race war. The winning team gets like $685. But I think it's more about pride and honor here. Change the password again. And didn't send it to me yet. I hope they won't start without me, but usually they're taking good care. So I'm not really afraid that they start without me. It's full now. Other games in Nettie's TV? hope it's streamed in NetEase TV. It's not that great though, but whatever. We'll see about that. Either it's gonna be NetEase TV or we get an invite or something. So, what is there? Thank you, Ralphanante, or Ralphanate, for €4.26. Nothing like sobering up to a handsome man casting great Warcraft games. Thank you very much, man. That is much appreciated. And so much fun these days, even though it's a bit of hectic because there's so many streamers. Okay, game started without me. Where's the loyalty, bros? I watched every single game, and now they kicked me out because of some scrubs with like 100 viewers. Whatever. Thank God there's NetEase TV. High praise for that Chinese Warcraft client. Nah, I'm not mad at all. As long as I can see the game somehow, it's okay. But I mean, I don't know what I mean. What was the map? It was Echo Isles. So WFZ playing on Echo Isles now. And this should be pretty cool to expand. And the question is, how fast will he expand? Yeah, don't worry, we will watch it. It's just, there's a protection on the game for like 3 minutes. So, it's a 3-minute delay on the games. We have to wait for those 3 minutes, and then we go into map 4 of this clan war. And if Life wins this, man, it would be so funny to have 3 all kills in 2 clan wars. But yeah, some guy on Readmore says it, Tiny, that 120 at the moment is not that impressive as he was, even like before GCS. It's funny to say, but despite winning GCS, 120 was not that untamable beast that he was before. So maybe Ugri is right with his statement that if you play the GCS qualifiers and all of them, you stay kind of in shape. And if you qualify it late, you are in a better shape than winning the first qualifier, for example, because then there's not too much competition outside of GCS qualifiers. Next qualifier, by the way, will start Thursday. I think Chaco will cast it as the game starts. Finally. I think we will take a little break. We will cast the Western Open qualifier on Saturday. But apart from that, not too much next week, I guess. Oh, and NSL. So, those are our 2 players now. Life still alive, no pun intended. And WFZ as the Undead player. As I said before, this was a great tournament so far. From the 4th place of WCA 2014, and yeah, we'll see. 2-1 over Focus, 2-1 over 2-0 over Romantic. Didn't lose a single series yet. Will this change? We'll see. It's match points for the Night Elves. If Life wins this as well, they face the humans in the grand final. Upper left is Life. Once again with the Demon Hunter. This could be played as a Warden map, like Check does, or Sonic sometimes. Or even Lawlie it if he feels really ballsy and confident, but as it's life, it's a Demon Hunter. Not the super aggressive creep, as it oftentimes is the case against Undead. Just this little green one. So before this race war started, I said that like WFZ was really disappointing in GCS qualifiers so far. Losing in a group with Yumiko, So-In, and who was the fourth one? Was it Romantic? I think it was. That should usually be an easy escape, but he failed. Showing his shape in that week, but past 2 days, we're good. DK creeping as well. With the Gloves of Haste, and again, life with the better items. He has this the entire time. Always a good amount of claws and good items in general. The War Chief rich creep spot here, but the DK scouts it or sees the archer here. That should be a kill. But okay, now he sees it. Mana Burn secures the kill as he has, doesn't even need it, as there's no undead vision. Scroll of the Beast, meh. Not the greatest, but he gets the kill here, getting closer to level 2. Graveyard and tier 2. Very early graveyard. And WFZ has a kind of a weird strategy against Nightelf with very, very early worms. And a lot of them. Like 3 worms is not that uncommon. Which I think is too much. It takes too long. It doesn't do too much as the opponents are then easily switching to Dryads, and then what? I mean, you can still shoot on the heroes, but that's too much commitment, I'd say. But maybe he learned. Those early graveyard points towards earlier fiends, of course. Which Lucifer and 120 barely played. There's a coil, but there's a mana burn. Coil gets it nevertheless. So he outlevels the Demon Hunter quite a bit. Not without the sacrifice of a few HP though. He's still hanging around. There is a coil. Nice save. And as long as you can keep the Demon Hunter away from level 3, this is good. And there's no ghouls here for WFZ. He's only harassing with his DK, and it's kind of rare that you get like 2 coils out. And another archer kill. That's the second archer kill he gets. And a wisp if he wants to. No, detonate. There's boots on the Demon Hunter. And it's 112 plus Unholy Aura. This shouldn't be too many kills. He needs like 5. And he can't even get 1. So this DK is safe. But this DK is hurt. Has to lick his wounds now. Still no fiends. He's only going for 1, 2, 3, 6 ghouls. That's not too many. But he's constantly harvesting lumber.
A player's forces are under attack.
This time, the first Undead play with the Lich second, not with the Naga, which I find to be a lot stronger. Demon Hunter makes his way up to level 3. But now Life is playing way less aggressive than before. Of course, since the ghouls are not leaving the base, there's nothing really he can do. Naga second gets the boots. DK, not level 3. Can he continue to creep? No, not with only his heroes. Double Engine of Lore, no surprise. No tier 3 tech yet. So WFZ is half a tech away, and the first statue is coming. Now the Ghoul Gang leaves the base. This is really risky by Life. I mean, with that positioning, he can't lose too much. But maybe the Archer. Nice Nova to get that kill. Just a small little one. Haha, Demon Hunter got the big one. And the second claw. This is so good for Life. But the Undead didn't get surrounded. Nice last hit skills. Didn't lose his town portal. Didn't lose a hero. And his levels are quite okay. Can't get the... I really like that Life is stealing almost the entire spot to keep the Death Knight away from level 3. And basically, the side of the map is empty. Turtles is always a little special because it's so far out. This one, kind of hard to creep. And on this side of the map, there's everything. This green spot, this Murloc spot, this Murloc spot. And he makes his way over to the mercenary camp. Really, really cool play
Forces are under attack.
from Life. DK has the orb now. First statue is there. Not the first fiend, so I was wrong with my fiend prediction there. Not a single one. Parry up against Undead, never wrong to have. No sacrificial pit. He plays it entirely different than what I'm used to seeing from him.
A player's forces are under attack.
Echo Isles, of course, not a good worm map. Not too many trees in fighting positions. Sentry wards, nice. But the first two Dryads scout this positioning. Naga third, and the single target damage now is off the charts. With those triple heroes, Coil, Lich, and Naga. Is that 41 food?
The town is under siege.
Not too much. How far is Master Upgrade? Don't see a single one yet.
A player's
Engine of War
forces
makes its way over to the Murlocs, and creeping intensifies, man. This Demon Hunter is strong, the Naga will be strong. And the second and third hero of WFZ are pretty weak. So hoping for a Tome of Experience here. Doesn't get it. And I like how he returns the favor and taking out... I mean, the marketplace was not really his to take anymore, since the item went towards the Demon Hunter anyway. It's good experience, but apart from that, you don't get too much from it. And with the... Oh, this kill is big. Turtle is one of the biggest items on this map. Master Upgrade is done in a bit, though. Ring of Protection +3. Somehow wants to see the Night Elves against the humans. Okay, now it's Master Upgrade time. Usually the time to expand. First Destroyer up. Still 4 ghouls, but WFZ's army is quite weak. There's a Fiend there. A-bomb early. Plus Web. So he seems to be very, very sure that there's a Hippo transition coming. Or just wants to be prepared since he doesn't want to go for Fiends. It's only one Fiend. So at the moment, it would be very easy to go into Hippos. But since there's only one Destroyer, is it really worth it? You can take it out with Orb, Naga, and Dryads. Goes more Dryads than usual. Ward is checking for an Expo, but there's no movement towards that. And with only one big spot on the map being left, I don't think he should go to the Turtles. No, he doesn't. Level 3 Naga. Invo Potion and TP and Staff.
Player's forces are under attack.
Demon Hunter not only a glass cannon, does have plus 19 damage, but also a parry up and the ring. And the Lich without level 2 Nova. Murloc stays alive. First ghoul dead, second ghoul dead. He's going onto the hero. There is no item, only the staff, and he takes him out immediately. A-bomb still alive, catches the coil. But without the Demon Hunter, there's no chance for life. And he falls to the town portal. Good engagement for the Undead. But where to go from here? To the Turtles? Should have the time for that, I think. Second Abomination, no Disease Cloud, 2 Destroyers as well. He's running straight over with 4 Dryads. No Engine of Wind, but an upgrade. It's gonna be the second attack upgrade already, so he's making up for the lack of Hippos with upgrades and stays at 50 supply. Claws of Attack +9, finally a good item. For the father of a child that lives in Germany with his mother. So, this is the counter TP most likely. Reinforcements are not coming in. No ghouls anymore. Only one fiend. He's really lacking piercing damage. Or siege damage. But Life doesn't want to fight. And therefore, Undead saving his town portal for now. He really wants to take that fight. I'm surprised. 60 food for WFZ with 3 abominations. Life is banking. 600 gold. Has shop control again. Still no item on the Demon Hunter. Maybe this Invul potion is for him now. And the Merc Camp. Very easy to take at this point of the game. It's not level 3 on the Lich. He is level 2 on the Naga. Oh, actually. Ring of Protection again. Oh boy, is he unlucky with this. And it is level 3. So plus 5 armor, plus 8 armor. Dryads are scouting. More fiends coming. No meat wagon. Though this game definitely runs in favor of WFZ so far. 16 food advantage, important hero levels, coil, nova, fork lightning, invo potion, mana potion, heal potion, as the Naga cannot be coiled, as she's not undead. Life getting ready for 70 supply. Another upgrade is gonna be 2-1 then. Demon Hunter is not level 4, so he's not very tanky, but he has an invo potion now. Mana burn coming in, and very nice to run over, exchanging some HP against mana points on the Lich, so it's only 1 Nova now. Hero focus not really a thing then. Fork lightning, invo potion immediately. What? Maybe a misclick, as he wanted to staff out the demon. Ooh, that could cost him. The Naga is super exposed now. Only 700 HP, or around 700 HP. And no item on her anymore. 10 supply advantage again. The block line is not really up front, cannot get the block. DK far in the back to not get mana burned. I really like WFZ's positioning here. Plays it far better than usual. The coils are really premature though. Does he have enough piercing damage to deal with the Dryads? There's an expansion backing this up. Hero focus. Triggering the invul. Ah, not yet, just the staff. But free damage on the Engine of War. Who's not helpful in this defense at all, just buying a little more time. And that time helped him to get up to 68. Bears in the back though. The Dryads don't do too much against the A-bombs, but there's no disease cloud, which I think is really lacking. Destros take out the Ancient. And are positioning themselves above the tree, which is good. So not that accessible for Dryads. No mana anymore, so this album has to go home. Demon Hunter staffed out again. Massive line of Dryads. So the Destroyers are completely used. That's 10 useless supply right now. But on the other side, Fiends and Range Heroes, they are the key. And the Expo, 75% done. But now the DK is out of mana. There's still Fork Lightning. There's soon to be a Nova. Heroes didn't use their potions yet. Oh, Engine of War, I like that. He sends something down. He sends a ghoul down. Against this distraction. And now we have Disease Cloud. First Dryad is infected. Seems like they don't cough because it's not infectious as it seems. 3 ghouls, take out the AOW, and of course now the clock is ticking against life. How fitting against an undead. This AOW will not come up. And the siege continues. Good positioning now. Trying to get rid of the Hunter's Hold. 2-1 upgrade still. Demon Hunter stabs back. Hunter's Hold still alive. There is a coil if he uses that potion. Doesn't want to lose this A-bomb, but does so. TP's out. Loses 2 abominations. Too much for my taste. And doesn't get the bear kills. So, good fight by Life. But of course, this expansion is up and running. And Life, with all those Dryads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, a full group of Dryads. How does he want to tear it down though? It's just piercing damage. The bears are still hurt. They do get reju though, so it's 4 bears of them. 73 supply. But he can fight on Blight now, and he has towers up. Double piercing damage and slow. Statues are almost empty though, so there's not too much healing to be done. And Invo Potion on both heroes. Shop control is real. Next A-bomb is coming. Still no Meat Wagon. Meat Wagon would be a fantastic addition. Fiends up front, not the A-bombs. 2 destroyers are enough, as it seems. He's positioning himself to catch reinforcements. There's Meat Wagons coming. Oh, this is bad. If they get caught, but WFZ must know this. Moving out a bit, it's daytime. They should see this. Unnecessary hits on that Fiend. He's taking care of the control of the rally point. So they are not suiciding into the Dryads. They could probably sandwich him. Acropolis, so you can TP into this. But yeah, this is like a Braveheart situation. When it's the calm before the storm, before they run into each other. WFZ is poking. 4 bears are gaining some mana. And with the army being split, couldn't he just attack the Dryads up there? If he comes with the Meat Wagons from the north, but of course you want to protect them.
A player's forces are
1-0 upgrade. The spell, well done. Another A-bomb. So there is a bit of protection, but Dryads are so fast they should be able to take out the wagons soon. Life doesn't want to push into this, it's too risky. There's Blight, there's towers. And WFZ doesn't want to lose that spot. He sends down the A-bomb. Oh, but now they're in range of the wagons. Look at the damage immediately. But nice distraction with the Dryad here. How many Acolytes can he kill? Nice escape route though. Fog Lightning kills 1. But thanks to the slow, he's losing a lot of HP. Staffs him out as the rest is coming. But keeping 2 Acolytes alive and having the Necropolis here, you can easily replace them. And WFZ never lost the patience here. Never ran in with the Meat Wagons. Found the right timing. There is an expansion coming up for the Nightelf now, which isn't necessary. There's only 1,600 gold left. He could have waited, stalled a bit, and then walked down with the Tree of Eternity. But of course, it's a big wood shield as well. Attack upgrade for the bombs. And, wagons, of course, as well. But that's really rare to see that. Usually the attack upgrades always go to Fiends Destros. Ah, interesting tiny little move here. To cut the trees and get access. This is the Invul Potion. Nice. And the Demon Hunter saw it. Sacrificial Pit to wall this off. Shouldn't be able to enter this. He's only mining with 3 as he sees, okay, investing 150 gold isn't really worth it. Life is only mining with 4. Both at 80 supply. This is going to be a huge push by WFZ now. Heal Scroll, Mana Potion, Invo Potions, Heal Potions. He has everything he needs. Except the wagon's in a good position, I guess. Okay, now he's moving in. 3 abominations. First bear has to be stepped up, but there's 4 more. Destroyer a little bit in problem, but so is the Demon Hunter. Invo Potion popped immediately. A-Bomb needs a coil up front. All of them need a coil up front. Heal Scroll was a nice way of saving him, but also on the Dryads, who need it against the Area of Effect. Wagons are doing a good damage, but man, WFC is losing so much in the early stage of the fight, but the Demon Hunter, about to die, gets a healing from the Moonwell that was nicely placed, and the DK now has to TP out, losing a lot of his army, and not killing the expansion. He got rid of the Untangled Gold Mine, so he's the one still mining with 2, but I think this fight was a lot better for life. Heroes 4 and 4. There's still a heal potion. I think he just bought it. Not too sure. Still an invul. Still the potions on him. And 200 gold, so he gets up at 71. Naga with items again. That was the last invul potion. So he just wanted to delay the mining as the main gold mines are closing it. And WFC is not allowed to do a mistake, otherwise the undeads are out. $3,000 gold has been mined. Double slaughterhouse now. With a lot of abominations. Is it enough? WFC back at 80 supply. Life still at 70. Ancient of Wind now. Find that to be late. Main gold mine down. This one will be unsummoned in an instant as well. So a little more gold. In-game sound is still low. Okay, boosted it a bit. I asked before and then people said it's alright, so... Okay. Breaking into high upkeep now. Ay. Is that a mistake? Is he... I don't know. He needs an open battlefield. He does have 5 abominations. Or? Didn't he build the 5th one? No. Just more meat wagons. He's gonna have 4 meat wagons with 2 O upgrades. 4 A-bombs, but not too many fiends. This simply was 1 fiend. And hippos are coming. Plus Dryads. Demon Hunter got the next heal scroll. Naga is there to staff. Heal scroll there as well. And he's again coming from the south. Didn't work the first time. I wonder if he blocks himself with those 4 wagons. The hippo transition, I think, was too late. It's just 1. He gets vision, though, over the trees, which is nice. But it will be wept soon, I guess. And 4 meat wagons, long range. No mining for life. Where's the web? Where's the web? We don't see it yet. Ah, there it is. Decent opening, but wow, that damage against the abominations, man. Holy cow. It's way too much as it seems. First bear down, but there are 2 A-bombs about to fall. Here's the first one. But can the meat wagons make up for it? That's the big question here. And it looks like it. Coil again, but that was the blocker line. It's only the heroes now. 1 A-bomb is blocked, and he has to TP out again. This time he got rid of a lot more, though. A lot more. And there's no mining. So he can't afford it, despite that he was in high upkeep. It still works for him. Very, very interesting game. With a double slaughterhouse, he can get the A-bombs back. He has 500 gold. Does he want to break upkeep again, though? Seeing this army composition of WFZ with 1, 2, 3, 4... 4 wagons is so unusual. But he's bleeding him dry. And I really like that play. To go for the Expo, not for the Tree of Life, but for the Untangled Gold Mine. canceling it, going back, even though it's 350 gold. Seems to be worth it for him. 3 hippogriffs are becoming kind of a threat, though. 2 fiends. He can snipe them, I guess. He does have a lot of mana. Close to level 4 Lich. The longer the game goes, the better it is for life, though. Again, high upkeep. We have to take a look how much gold he lost to upkeep later. A-bomb. Needs more blockers. The focus fire works quite well, but he doesn't get any damage to the meat wagons. Usually the Dryads try to dance around the rest of the army. Demon Hunter in problems now. Staff out again. 3 destroyers without mana. But they're pushing forward now. How does he want to block though? Nova again before it gets burned. That's level 4. Reju being dispelled. Oh, that position seems to be good for life again. What are the... Oh, it's just attacking the Tree of Life, even with Acolytes. So there's almost no damage in the army. Destroyers are in trouble. Rest of the army is in trouble. He's focusing them, and the tree goes down. Now they can switch. Level 4 on the Naga. But is it enough? Looks like a Demon Hunter about to die, but Invo Potion. Lich there with 10 HP catches the coil. Right-clicks on the Demon Hunter, soon to be possible, but same goes for the Lich. Oh boy, mana burn, not enough. Looks like WFZ has this. He's moving forward, the Expo is gone, and he can still do a ton of damage. Mana Potion has been used, there's no coil at the moment, but with what does he want to do damage? He can't. He's still at 80, doubling the supply of life. It was the right choice. WFZ with all the right choices in this game. Good execution, good thinking. And now it's only 3 Dryads and a bear. He can easily take them out. Life goes down, and WFZ equalizes the series, so we go full distance. There we go. Up. And we are in the next game already. With Lawliot versus WFZ, man. What a slobber knocker this was. Very, very cool game on Echo. Very unusual game on Echo. But this shows that WFZ is not only a robot that plays this cookie cutter style and tries to, like, with worms all the time or with a bigger destroyer push all the time, but adapting quite well. As we saw a lot of Dryads. He didn't go brainlessly into more fiends, but played A-bombs and wagons, as he knew that expansions would be important later in the game. And very cool how he forces the fights the entire time. When he wants to go for it, obviously. So we saw the entire team... No, we will see the entire team Nightelf. We will see the entire team Undead. Lucifer won a map against Foggy, then Life with 2 wins over Lucifer, and surprisingly 1-2-0. And now he got the revenge. And it's up to Lawliot, the hero of yesterday, where he upset the entire Orcish horde. Fly no chance, Lin no chance, Focus no chance. So, 1,800 viewers. Awesome to see that. I think we're waiting for Lawliot. What does WFZ mean? His real name is Wu Fa Zhen. So WFZ is just his initials. But the chat was faster. Can you please confirm that item drops depend on the creep camp level? Yeah, that's true. There's a table somewhere about this. But I don't know. Is Lorliot playing... is Lorliot playing... Jera Cup? Maybe we're waiting for that then. I don't know. The table is at Ugri's Twitter somewhere. But it's quite a long time ago. But it's definitely at twitter.com/UgriWC3. 120's name, there's a lot of rumors about this. Some said he just typed something randomly on the keyboard, which I don't believe because 1, 2, and 0 are far away from each other. 120 is the number for the police in China. So that could help. That might be a reason. And we rehost the game again. Any news on International Esports Festival? No, man. I'm asking basically every week. But... oh, they changed the password again. Oh, okay. Oh, just a different room. 120 is close to each other on the numpad. Yeah, but... I don't know. Oh, come on. I don't know what's going on. Oops. Wrong password again. There we go. I'm in! And hopefully the games are about to start very soon. Lorliot versus WFZ. The players are ready. We go on to Twisted. I would love to be a field reporter. We got just ahead for that already. Wait. Or was it the fire workers? Is it like Chinese police telephone? I think it's 120. 119. What was it then? The ambulance. The ambulance is 120. Okay. That was it. Sorry that I got this wrong, but the ambulance is 120. Then maybe it's coming from that. Maybe it's random. We don't know. So, game is up. You can hear it. We have a new combatant joining the field, and that dude was 3-0 yesterday. Lolite versus WFZ, here they come. 62% versus Undead, 60% versus Nightelf. But in direct encounters, WFZ seems to have the upper hand. And he was playing so great throughout the entire tournament. Will he save the Scourge as he saved Team Grubby at Nostalgia Battlefield quite a few times? Or is it Lawlight's task to pave the way into the grand final? This is a best of 5. This is map 5. It's decision time on TM. And how many great tournaments were decided on Twisted? I like that. We have a few more subs, by the way. Fixie Heart and Danboy D. Thank you very much, guys, for the support. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. Demon Hunter first by Lawlight with a very risky creep spot, as it is close position and the Undead is scouting this. School build order DK. No big surprise there. But he will see this. Oh, no, he does. Okay, now he goes. He saw it. Come on, pull the creeps. He's going for the Moonwell, rather. Interesting choice. To not pull the creeps against the Engine of War. Or am I missing something? Wisp Hunt, of course, doesn't work that well with the Ghoul. I can still do it. No, the Archer? I don't think so. But at least he knows what's up. And I wonder how aggressive he's going to play this. He's not selling the town portal, so it's not a crypt, dual crypt ghoul rush. Ghoul is still hanging around. He killed a sheep, is it? Yeah, he killed a sheep already, so there's skeletons for him. No Unholy Aura yet. So it could be an unusual coil first build. As oftentimes you have Unholy Aura first, because then the mana burns don't work. And I think just the presence of the DK is enough to tell Lawlight, okay, let's not go for this. Twisted is great for Nightelf because he can expand a lot and in very different positions and try to go for 2 expansions at the same time, so at least one comes through. Twisted Meadows is great for Undead because it's big. That means there's a lot of creep camps. That means there's a lot of items, and that's high-level heroes. Demon Hunter is harassing while the Archer's, well, idling a bit. Tier 2 tech started. On both sides, WFZ a little too fast, or a little faster. I like that. It's just a little... Okay, I show you what I got, you show me yours. But nothing game deciding yet. But on the other side, DK can creep. Demon Hunter doesn't creep at all. And with skeletons, he should be able to get a few spots. Maybe with evasion creeping. Demon Hunter losing a lot of HP quite unnecessarily here, I think. It's boots time. Almost every Night Elf went for boots this clan war. New skeletons, but he's almost out of charges. Oh, Ghoul Gang is coming. Gets baited by the Demon Hunter though. It's always kind of easy for the Night Elves to distract the ghouls. I mean, they are brainless thugs, but... Did he still not decide for a skill point? Because we don't see a coil, we don't see Unholy Aura. Maybe he's still waiting for it. Graveyard in time, a little late maybe. On the other side, Huntress Hall also in time. Both very busy with microing. No dust. That's a shame for WFC. Waking up the creeps now. After 5 minutes, we might see the first big creep spot. Almost is around there. But no, he can't do it. But might lose his Engine of War in the process without creeping too much with it.
Are under attack.
Berserker, nice addition against ghouls. So much more damage than an archer. Basically twice as much. And he gets the kills here. Oh, again almost a surround. But Lolliot seems to be in good shape. And again a Naga. This fits, of course, as it is a high pressure game. With low level heroes, that's where Naga shines. But the DK is completely out of position, catching way too many hits. So the rock golem's still alive. He only got one warrior. Oh, those two got some beef going on here. Tier 3, slaughterhouse, more ghouls. 33 supply for the undead, 29 for Lawlight, who's only now going to the middle. Panda, obvious choice on TM. Engine of War still alive. No ghoul frenzy yet, but the Naga helps. There is Shadow Melt. And that's the first coil of the game. Doesn't get the kill though. DK in problems. Oh, the Panda's coming in. Might be forced into a town portal. But on the other side, the Demon Hunter, he's so low. Forced into a town portal as well. The Demon Hunter has no mana. Otherwise, he could have gone for the coil. But I think Lollight is too fast. The boulder flies into nowhere. But we have seen this before with two very, very hurt undead heroes. And he should learn a lesson from Lucifer to just disengage and trying to find his own kills and wait for the statues. Life played a Naga himself, though. 4 level 1 heroes after 7 minutes. I don't want to say it's unheard of, but very, very rare. A lot of moon juice was used and nighttime is almost over. Oh, breath of fire. That's big. Where's the TP? Naga falls for sure. DK. Where's the TP? He's baiting some time. He's baiting and baiting and baiting. And he runs away without it. Now, okay. The ghouls are too hurt. Gets one more archer here. But the rest of the ghouls remain alive. So without the Naga, not too many big losses. But nice salvation of Lollight of that situation. He ate so many trees to keep this AOW alive. Did he deny the rock golem, though? Big healing and slippers. It was nice. Dryads coming. No expansion. No engine of wind. And the first statue. The statue is MVP now. Has to work overtimes, yeah, but... Ooh, the Naga's blocking the slot for the Lich. So Lich is late. Ghoul Frenzy, First Fiend. To have a little more diversity in attack types. Call to steal, close to 2. He cannot allow Lollight to steal the Warlord. He just can't.
A player's forces are under attack.
I don't think he does. Splitting the army, that's where Lollight shines. And Demon Hunter got it. Sobi Mask. Oh, how awesome this would have been on the DK. But surround attempt number 10 or something doesn't work. Rest of the army is joining in too. Nice slow. It doesn't really work. So Lollight does what Nightelf should always do. Trade HP for ghouls. There's still a lot of Moonwells. Bears and a depth upgrade. Tier 3 is already done. So he delayed the upgrade for the bears a bit. Ghoul Frenzy is finished, Lich is out, and the Orb of Corruption is there as well. Usually a power spike. But he's only level 2. More and more aggression. Is it too much? Of course he wants to fight as long as the panda is low, and as long as the panda is... Ah, there he gets Reju. Is level 2. But the ghouls are knocking on the door. No master upgrade yet. No level 3 yet. Big healing and an invul potion, so shouldn't really focus the Demon Hunter. I mean, there was no other target, but maybe a Berserker makes sense as well, but he's at 48 supply, doesn't want to go for it. Sacrificial Pit to scout for expansions. There is a Wisp in place for later. It's a nice back and forth between the two. They had barely any time to creep anything. And that favors the Nightelf, I think. Fork Lightning. Will we go into a long creep phase? I doubt it. Ultra Vision. Staff. Or Town Portal? Moonstone first. And an orb. Whoa. Ah, he has a staff of the panda. Alright. Otherwise it would be way too greedy. First Destroyer is up. He can't dispel the rejuvenation. Going for the Demon Hunter, trying to trigger the big healing or invul. Dispels the rejuvenation. Well done. How much can the ghouls do? Call Nova! Staff out though! And good he used the Moonstone so there's more Moon Juice available. Because he's gonna use them. Oh, Demon Hunter dies in the base! How the fuck? He didn't staff in time. Was just a blink of an eye. But WFC doesn't know.
A player's forces are under attack.
I think. Oh, and without the Demon Hunter. He can't do the trades anymore. As he was the fastest, the hardest hitting. But there's Ensnare's helping. Nice Drunken Haze Breath of Fire, but countered by a coil. There's 3 bears though. WFC has no town portal as it seems. Is this... Can he win this fight without him? No, he can't. Ghouls are too strong. Ghouls are too fast. Nova to pick it up. Nice Breath of Fire, but Heal Scroll counters it. What an all-in. Going there without a town portal, and it works out perfectly. He sees, hey, where's your Demon Hunter? And what's that shiny thing on the altar? Yeah, that's the Demon Hunter. Coming in with Ghoul Frenzy. This is gonna be close. No repair from Lawlight. Nice Breath of Fire, but still only level 1. But he buys the time for the first hero, as it seems. Still close. Still super close. Repair is coming in too late. Or is it? Next Breath of Fire. The altar is down just a split second before the Demon Hunter joins the fray again. Everything is hurt, but the statues working overtime. Working so tremendously well. 57 supply of the Undead overtowering here. And he's gonna keep him supply stuck. Ghoul Frenzy works incredibly well. And the panda is on its own. Demon Hunt. Oh no, Demon Hunt is back from the tavern, but what a huge investment. Wasn't fast enough with the Moon Juice kills. Staff out now. He doesn't have that much piercing damage against the masses of dryads that are coming out now. But the panda is low on mana. Need to dispel. Going for the second hero kill. There's nothing to heal him. There's also no staff. He doesn't swap the potion. Nice block from Lawlight. Here comes healing though. But that's enough. And the area of effect is gone, and so is the panda. Double kill for WFZ. But now, is it cleanup time? The Demon Hunter close to 3. The army is in a conga line, blocking himself. Lost quite a bit there. Oh, there's the worm. And the Demon Hunter's in a rough spot. Invo potion first. Heal potion after, maybe. But the melee units are falling. The worm is in a horrible position here. Is there a coil? No, there's not. But Nova, the healing right before the Nova hits him. A game tight as a 14-year-old. And Lawlight is hanging on to a threat. Still supply stuck. It looks like the Undead is overcoming this. It's 60 food. Pedal to the metal. Ain't no stopping him now. Anti-magic potion being used. Yeah, he can't invest. Okay, now he can invest into the army again. It looks like the right clicks are enough. Only a small heal potion. How long can this last? Not much longer against the worm. But speaking of the worm, he's in danger as well as there's no coil. But the Orb of Corruption. Orb. Naga. Fiend. Sing. Ooh, this worm. No way. The only coil he has, and he missed it by a blink of an eye. That's 7 supply down. That's a level 3.5 Demon Hunter. One first hero to rule them all? Question mark. Still no TP. And still a lot of slow. He's getting closer to the statues. Getting healed there. The dryads are just itching him. It's like an annoying bug or fly or whatever. First Meat Wagon is coming. Goes for the first hero again with the last coil he has. Invul potion on his side as well. Who brought him the invul? Shop gone. And again it's a Meat Wagon that is doing a phenomenal job. Next worm coming in, and he doesn't expect it. He's getting slowed, and GG! Night Elves are out, losing a 2-0 lead. And WFZ, the savior of the Scourge, saves the Undead into the grand final against the humans, man. Holy shit. GG's, they say in the chat room as well. That was way, way, way closer than expected. A surprising win by Lucifer over Foggy, who seemed to have ping issues, but didn't play very well either. Then, the biggest surprise of the day so far by Life taking out 120, seemingly easy. But then it was in the hands of Wufagen, and he continues his amazing run throughout the tournament. Really surprised and really impressed by what he's bringing to the table. And again, what was I about to say? I don't know. Again, we get Team Human versus Team Undead. We had this in the winner bracket final already. There it was a win for the humans, but it was close. And especially the series between Infi and 120. That was a great one. So we will see the seeding soon. I think if Lucifer is not seeded against TH, then that is definitely winnable for the Undead. The favorites are the humans, who are playing their first game today. It's not gonna be the King of the Hill style again. It's gonna be the 3 one-on-ones again. So we take a little break here and rest a bit and prepare each other for the big grand finale of Race War 2017. Undead versus Human in a bit.